The video begins with the narrator introducing a serious incident involving his friend KCA, who was arrested the previous day. He immediately connects this situation to his own past experiences, suggesting a pattern of civil rights violations and unfair treatment during police encounters. He claims that officers may have already formed a decision before arriving at the scene, relying only on hearsay from a 911 call rather than actual evidence. According to him, this raises serious concerns about how quickly people can be arrested without proper investigation. The location is then revealed: First Commonwealth Bank in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio, a busy business district filled with public activity. The narrator emphasizes that this is the kind of place where recording should normally not cause any legal issues. This opening segment sets the tone of the entire video, suggesting injustice, raising suspicion about police conduct, and building curiosity about what really happened. The situation begins to escalate when law enforcement arrives on scene after receiving a complaint. The officer immediately approaches and questions what the cameraman is doing and why he is recording. The cameraman responds calmly that he is simply recording, but the officer continues pressing for a more detailed explanation. This creates an early conflict, as the officer seems unsatisfied with simple answers. The narrator criticizes the officer's behavior, suggesting that his tone is aggressive and unnecessarily confrontational. He highlights repeated questioning and claims the officer appears to be acting biased or unprofessional. Despite the tension, the cameraman maintains that recording in public is legal and refuses to provide additional justification. This segment establishes the first major clash between police authority and First Amendment rights. The interaction intensifies as the officer continues questioning the purpose behind the filming. The cameraman refuses to provide further explanation, stating it is not required. The officer then escalates the situation by suggesting that recording a bank and observing its layout could be suspicious behavior, possibly linked to criminal intent. This marks a major turning point, as the situation shifts from questioning rights to implying potential criminal activity, such as robbery planning. The narrator strongly disputes this reasoning, arguing that there is no reasonable or articulable suspicion to justify these claims. Tension rises further as the cameraman stands his ground, refusing to comply with unnecessary questioning. The situation suddenly escalates when officers decide to take physical action. The cameraman is arrested, placed in handcuffs and detained on the spot. The justification given is that he failed to answer questions and was acting suspiciously by recording the bank. The narrator criticizes this decision heavily, arguing that simply refusing to answer questions should not justify arrest. He also questions the reasoning behind assuming the cameraman could be armed or dangerous without clear evidence. This is the most intense moment of the video, where the situation transitions from verbal conflict to physical enforcement. After the arrest, the narrator reflects on the entire incident and strongly criticizes the officer's actions. He argues that the situation escalated too quickly and that civil rights may have been violated. He advises the arrested individual to remain silent in future encounters and invoke the Fifth Amendment once physical escalation begins. He also encourages viewers to support KCA by following his channel, attending court, and engaging with the content. The video ends with a call to action for viewers to subscribe, stay updated, and continue supporting First Amendment auditing content.